Hello, Knights fans. Back with this week's edition of the FDU Men's Basketball Report. Coach, you're back in the NEC Championship game for the second time in your 6 years here at Fairleigh Dickinson. A lot to unpack from yesterday's win over Robert Morris. But first, let's just talk about the atmosphere here in this Rothman Center. I know it's empty right now, but it was definitely not empty yesterday.
You know, I love quiet gyms. Like when you're by yourself, you shoot. The only thing I like better than quiet gyms are gyms that jump. And the Rothman was rocking. It was the first time in this gym that the entire crowd really booed an official where it was like impactful. Like you heard a unison, like a big time, Big East or SEC boo of an official. But the cheers for our team, the love that was in the building, and we just got done with practice. I told Mike and Darnell and Nadi, that's it. You're not going to score another meaningful basket here. And to go out on that game, the memories that they'll have are just, priceless. And the memories need to be validated, though, on Tuesday to really remember this game. But this place was just tremendous. I mean, our administration did an awesome job. Our community, I think, the Bergen County came out. I know my family came out. Our players' families. It was just a great college game. Give credit to Robert Morris, but at the end, we made a lot of key plays. And now that I've digested it, you just look at the tip to Brandon, the save by Elijah, and then the save by Mike, the N1 for Darnell, and just a lot of good. And this place was, you're right, Brian, it was very exciting.
So many things, and it was such a great day. Let's just start with the seniors, Mike and Darnell. If they're gonna look back years from now and remember that last home game here, and it was definitely a special one. But it's cliche and senior leadership and all that, but you can really feel that these two guys have raised their game to a new level in terms of keeping guys up. Who cares? They went on a 10-0 run. They really just seem resilient. Have you noticed that?
No, it's kind of magical, and it happens, not every year. But it happens to different groups in different time frames and different periods. But Mike and Darnell, they're just so – when you're good inside, it comes out, and especially in big games and on television. And they're really, really good people. They come from great families, and Nadi's included, even though he's not playing. And then it comes out, and it's infectious. We had Paul Dottino here at practice today. He wanted to see practice. It's like people that get a piece of our team want more, and that's special. And the senior leadership, Brian, you hit it right on, has been immense. We've won 13 out of 15 games, so it's not like yesterday or the day before. Our last loss was on Valentine's Day, and pretty soon it's going to be St. Patrick's Day. So for me, that you're playing good basketball and you have good seniors.
You definitely know things are going right when you go on a run like that. 7 straight wins for your team. Yesterday's game, you get down 10 points in the second half, and it just seemed like your guys refused to lose. Like, it's, again, another cliche, but they came out of that timeout, and, Jaleel, he's a sophomore, showing so much poise. And Darnell's got his arm around these guys and just saying, let's go, let's go. And they just continued, made play after play. And I think the 2 plays you touched on it more than anything were those 2 offensive rebounds by Elijah Williams. All season long, you've been preaching, crash the boards, crash the boards. The other teams are hitting the offensive glass on you. Elijah rebounds the missed free throws, picks up his freshman, and then he makes an unbelievable save. Those 2 possessions, really, I mean, they changed the momentum at the end of the game.
I think what goes unnoticed, you're right, is that step back 3 by Jaleel down 10. If you miss it and they go score, it's game over. But in that timeout, I was the probably most calm that I've been in any timeout. It's like, guys, we got to do it. If we don't do it, we're out of here. Let's just stop and score and just get this thing close, and we'll win it late. And the kids did it, and so I think it was totally a team effort, but it was definitely led by not only our seniors. In that case, it was Elijah, it was Brandon, it was Jaleel, and that's what I like about our team. We're not as deep as we've been, but our 6, and now with Brandon being our 7, are really, really good and talented, and they're not afraid to step up to the plate.
I mean, you've been playing without one of your key starters, Xavier Malone Key, averaging 11 a game, and it really seems like Brandon, who gets better and better by the minute, is really stepped in and embraced that role. And he's hitting big shots. He doesn't seem afraid of the moment.
No, well, Brandon, Mark Datica, we brought in, and Oscar for the future. We didn't intend on those guys playing at all, but they're all good players. BJ Saliba is the same thing, but that's the future. But we needed some future right away, and people aren't talking about it a lot. Like Xavier couldn't play in the first 2 games, and the next guy steps up, and it's very that's a sign of a good basketball team and a good program. And I just love you hit it on the head again. You're having a good day today, Brian. You hit it on the head. Like Brandon is just not afraid at all to make. He's always been that way. He's got a high level of confidence. Came on campus at 17 years old, and he's growing up quick.
I mean, I think I spent enough time around this team. If I don't know them by now, then I may never know them. But now you look ahead to the championship game Tuesday, ESPN2, all the theatrics. You're going back out to Loretto, place where you played early in the conference season. You won big out there, and then they came here, national TV, and they took care of business. Both double-digit games on each other's floors. Both teams like to get up and down the floor. What are you expecting for Tuesday night?
Hopefully a good game. I want both teams to play their best game, and the best team wins. And that hasn't happened the first 2 times that we've played them. Both teams were off on their respective courts. I like the fact that we know that we can win on that court, and obviously they know they can win on that court. So it's just, I have a ton of respect for Rob Krimmel and Eric Taylor, their entire program. We're very close friends when we're not competing, but it's going to be a great, I guess spring break is over for them, so that place is going to be, it's going to be rocking, and it's, but I like, there's a lot of similarities to this team and our 2016 team. We split with Wagner, we went to Wagner, we won on their court. I think going on the road in these games, there's no pressure. We don't have a big ticket list, and we don't have to worry about running around campus and everybody telling you how good you are. We'll be in a hotel, and we'll be doing what we do. We had a 5-4 record in our conference on the road, so our guys are confident, and it's a championship game. It's championship week, and we already won a regular season championship. So those are good words when you're into March and you're still playing basketball. It's exciting and it's fun.
For sure, nothing better than the March Madness, and your team is fully in the thick of it. Well, good luck Tuesday night. Sorry, this is going up on Monday.
Yeah, well, I know you're excited about the game. You wanted to get here. So does everybody. But we can use a little rest. We're going to get on the bus, have some food, take a deep breath, and tomorrow we'll be in Western PA for the day, and Tuesday night will be here before you know it.
For sure. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Brian.
So Coach Herenda and his Knights are set for the NEC Championship game. That's a 7 p.m. start in Loretto. You can tune in on national TV on ESPN2. All the links will be available at FDUKnights.com if you're streaming it online. Or if you want to hop on the fan bus, we're definitely going to have a fan bus and a big FDU contingent.
You got to be on the fan bus. Charlie, so people are already signed up and, can't wait for it. And I got my friends are driving out, so it's going to be a nice trek out to Western PA. Yeah.
Great reason to visit Loretto this week on Tuesday, so definitely come out and support your Knights, and we're obviously excited, so head back to FDUKnights.com and you can find out all the information, game previews, notes, everything you need to know about Tuesday's contest.